Pronounced, defined, used in lexical dispatch. Acquiescence. Noun. Acquiesce. Acquiescent. Passive acceptance or compliance. A case of agreeing reluctantly. Contemn. Verb. Contemned. Contemming. Contemns. Contemner. To look down on with disdain, despise, scorn. She must needle, cajole, and sometimes enrage her fellow citizens to overcome their acquiescence and recover their moral equanimity. A somewhat grudging acquiescence from the old man gave me a clear day in which to make my observations. His veto may be overridden by a 2/3 vote in each chamber, and permitting 10 days to pass without signing an act is considered as acquiescence, and it is promulgated by Congress. He smiled her acquiescence. The whole position was changed by the acquiescence, which became universal in the doctrine of Darwin. She acquiesced to the request, and a copy of the movie was sent over to the producer. Steve seemed to acquiesce in the decision. When her mother suggested that she stay, Alice willingly acquiesced. But Notre Dame was not going to fold and acquiesce to their will. The school board acquiesced, and the girl, now 15, then drove her parents' car without a license to take night classes in the nearby town. Despite her initial reservations, she adopted an acquiescent attitude during the meeting, agreeing to the proposed changes without further discussion. His acquiescent demeanor made it easy for others to impose their ideas on him. Arrogant critics who contemn the general public's taste in art often miss the beauty in simplicity. He tends to contemn the traditions of his ancestors, considering them outdated. The radical faction contemned and discounted by their rivals. The ancient philosopher was contemned by his peers for his radical ideas. And viciously contemning the church more often than not entails a disdainful sidelong glance at the benighted faithful who persist in allegiance to her. He spent years contemning the very principles he now claims to uphold. She contemns the image of women promoted by advertisers, finding it demeaning. The leader contemns any form of dissent within the organization. As a known contemner of societal norms, he often found himself at odds with the community. She found herself contemning the outdated practices of her workplace, advocating for change instead.